Hello everyone, as you all know, I am Nandini, Department of Computer Science Engineering, Artificial Intelligence. Today I am here with a new interesting topic related to humans, that is human heart. Let us briefly discuss about human heart. Introduction to the human heart. The heart is a muscular organ that is situated in the front of the chest. It pumps blood all through the body in a process called circulation. Apart from the heart, the blood vessels and blood as a unit constitute the cardiovascular system. And position of the heart in human body. The human heart is located between the lungs in the thoracic cavity, slightly towards the left of the sternum or breastbone. It is derived from the embryonic mesodermal germ layer. The function of the heart. The following are the main function of the heart. One of the primary functions of the human heart is to pump blood through the body, and blood delivers oxygen, hormones, glucose, and other components to various parts of the body, including the human heart. The heart also ensures that adequate blood pressure is maintained in the body. Blood circulation. Pulmonary circulation is a portion of circulation responsible for carrying deoxygenated blood away from the heart to the lungs and then bringing oxygenated blood back to the heart. Systemic circulation is another portion of the circulation where the oxygenated blood is pumped from the heart to every organ and tissue in the body, and the deoxygenated blood comes back again to the heart. Coronary circulation is an essential portion of the circulation where oxygenated blood is supplied to the heart. This is important as heart is responsible for supplying blood throughout the body. Moreover, organs like the brain need a steady flow of fresh and oxygenated blood to ensure the functionality. Structure of human heart. The right and the left region of the heart is separated by a wall of muscle called the septum. The right ventricle pumps the blood to the lungs for reoxygenated through the pulmonary arteries. The right semilunar valves close and prevent the blood from flowing back into the heart. Then the oxygenated blood is received by a left atrium from the lungs via the pulmonary veins. And external structure of the heart. The human heart is situated to the left of the chest and is enclosed within a fluid-filled cavity described as a pericardial cavity. The walls and lining of the pericardial cavity are made up of a membrane known as pericardium. There are two layers like visceral layer and parietal layer. Visceral layer, it directly covers the outside of the heart. Parietal layer, it forms a sac around the outer region of the heart that contains the fluid in the pericardial cavity. And structure of the heart wall. The heart wall is made up of three layers. They are epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. And first is the epicardium. Epicardium is the outermost layer of the heart, and it is composed of a thin layered membrane that serves to lubricate and protect the outer section. And myocardium. This is a layer of muscle tissue, and it constitute the middle layer of the heart, and it contributes to the thickness and is responsible for the pumping action. Endocardium. It's the innermost layer that lines the inner heart chambers and covers the heart valves. And furthermore, it prevents the blood from sticking to the inner walls, thereby preventing the potentially fatal blood clots. And internal structure of the heart. Let us see the chambers of the heart. Vertebrate hearts can be classified based on the number of chambers present. For instance, most fish have two chambers, and reptiles and amphibians have three chambers. Avian and mammalian hearts consist of four chambers, and humans are mammals, hence we have four chambers. They are left atrium, left ventricle, and right ventricle. First is the atria. Atria are thin and have less muscular walls and smaller than ventricles. And these are the blood receiving chambers that are fed by a large veins. Ventricles. Ventricles are larger and more muscular chambers responsible for pumping and pushing the blood out into circulation. These are connected to larger arteries that deliver blood for circulation. The right ventricle and right atrium are comparatively smaller than the left chambers. The walls consist of fewer muscles compared to the left portion, and the size of the difference is based on their functions. The blood originating from the right side flows through the pulmonary circulation, where blood arising from the left chamber is pumped through the body. Blood vessels. In organisms with closed circulatory systems, the blood flows within the vessels of varying sizes. All vertebrates, including humans, possesses this type of circulation. The external structure of the heart has many blood vessels that form a network with other major vessels emerging from within the structure. The blood vessels typically comprise the following: the veins, capillaries, and arteries. Veins supply deoxygenated blood to the heart via inferior and superior vena cava, and it eventually drains into the right atrium. Capillaries. Capillaries are tiny tube-like vessels which form a network between the arteries to veins. Arteries. Arteries are muscular wall tubes mainly involved in supplying oxygenated blood away from the heart to all parts of the body. Aorta is the largest of arteries, and it branches off into the various small arteries throughout the body. Valves. Valves are flaps of fibrous tissues located in the cardiac chambers between the veins. They ensure that the blood flows in a single direction or unidirectional. Flaps also prevent the blood from flowing backwards. Based on their function, valves are of two types: atrioventricular valves and semilunar valves. Atrioventricular valves are between ventricles and atria. The valve between the right ventricle and the right atrium is the tricuspid valve, and the one which is found between the left ventricle and left atrium is known as mitral valve. Semilunar valves are located between the left ventricle and the aorta. It is found between the pulmonary artery and the right ventricle. Let us know some interesting facts about human heart. The heart pumps around the 6,000 to 7,500 liters of blood in a day throughout the body. The heart is situated at the center of the chest, and it points slightly towards the left. On average, the heart beats about lakh times a day, that is around 3 billion beats in a lifetime. And the average male heart weighs around the 280 to 340 grams, and that is 10 to 12 ounces. In female, it weighs around 230 to 280 grams, that is 8 to 10 ounces. An adult's heart beats around 60 to 100 times per minute, and a newborn baby's heart beats at a faster pace than the adult, which is about 90 to 190 beats per minute. And finally, thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe.